So, bit of an update, with customer's car here, Doug, which is actually a very nice and clean one, hardtop, color coded, same color as the rest of the car, because usually by color. Wheels 245 square spec, which I've been talking about for so long, for 245 front and back, really nice stuff. Coilovers, anti-roll bars, I think front two or not? No, front one is standard, I think. So just the rear one. Battery repositioned to he built the car. So yeah, that's a nice battery position as well. A good one. Lighter. Pump over there. He's done his own thing, but the car wasn't starting. And initially, he thought it was my wiring loom, my adapter. This got one here, you see, he just sent it back. Because he said something is wrong, the car doesn't start, the car doesn't work, blah blah. So obviously now it's a mess because I was working on it, and I'm going to explain in a second what I've done. You see my diagrams and all the ECU and voltmeter and everything. He had the old one. So again, he finished everything, the engine has been rebuilt. He's got rods in it, so he's prepared for more part, much more. Still got my, see how long this has been. This is one of my stainless, I think this is the last of my stainless intakes. You know, the old school, the old design on the exhaust as well. So this has been a while now, but it's very nice, tidy, clean. The job has been done good as well, all the pipes and everything, you know, as it should, and turbo being water cooled. It's just a mess obviously now because again there was a problem, the car wasn't starting. Eventually, I don't really do it, but I met Doug personally. He's a sound guy, and he was like, mate, I don't know what to do. It's just everything I'm doing is not showing you the results. So okay, bring it back. So about 11 o'clock today, we had this delivery, put it on the ramp, and then I said, okay, about lunchtime we're going to have a look on it. And I checked everything, the wiring loom, my wiring loom, the ECU, the pinouts, and I found there was odd readings on the pinout on the ECU. And what I've noticed is this wiring loom. This is the engine management wiring, the small plug. But you can see, if you notice, this is not as the usual insulation. This is a nice one, nice and clean and tidy and everything, because these wiring looms originally look a bit shit. I'm gonna show you how it is. This is what you're dealing with, you see? This kind of old insulation. It's just standard stuff, standard as they come with the factory cars. And being older, you know, it's a bit crappy. So obviously, when you see something like that, it makes sense, right? Now, the thing is, the moment I saw that, I thought this is going to be a problem, because I used to build those wiring looms before I started making the adaptive wiring looms. I made the hybrid ones, so I used to remove the insulation from the standard one, both of them, and make one that plugs straight into the Toyota, the car and the ECU. Pain ass, long job. I remember how difficult it was to remove the insulation, cut the insulation without using the sniding knife, without cutting the wires inside. Actually, once I did accidentally, and because it was so difficult, I started to remove the insulation, just untaping, but half a day at least to do it. And I'm pretty sure these guys, when they do it, they don't do it the way I did it. They just cut it. I was like, oh, problem might be there. Problem is there. Change the wire, the whole harness, put the one that we have on a test engine, and they can't fire up straight away, no problems. That being said, sometimes we have people with issues that they assemble the car and doesn't fire up, and something is not working. And 99% of cases is always the assembly fault, always user's fault. I say, okay, just do your steps again. You've missed something. You missed your earth, you missed your positive, or you missed a plug, or pin came out from the plug, or whatever. But it's definitely something you did, because again, we send the wiring with the adapters tested. We test them on a working engine, so that isn't the fault. And 99% of cases is always that. well, until today was 100% of cases. As today we have to say 99%, because yeah, one of them actually wasn't a customer's or assembly fault, and this is the one. Yeah. Anyways, this has been sorted. However, what else we have, I want to show you. Maybe I'm gonna put it on because they asked me to do more stuff. I don't know if I want to. I mean, I want to do it, but it's just time. It's just so behind with the orders. But once the guy is here, should really sort it out. He's got this eBay special exhaust manifold. We've seen them on eBay. I never paid too much attention on them because you can get the customers and all the stuff. But besides this elbow here, which is a little bit too much on an angle, I would like to have it be more mild and go around it, but I don't think there's a space because the turbo is here. Besides this, which is not great, but depending what kind of horsepower you're running, still acceptable almost. These got 3 merge collectors, so 2 here and 1 here, and if you look inside, they're actually not bad. Now the flange is not warped, because this is how you tell if the exhaust manifold is going to crack or not. If this is warped, then when you put it on, you're going to put everything in, few heat cycles, and they're going to crack. This is nice and straight, it hasn't been milled down after, just polished, so I don't know. I'll probably run it with, I see if you put one of these, a hybrid turbo, which is going to increase your power to at least 350, this may do it. And on behold, because I haven't seen what that, obviously he sent me an email with the list. I haven't looked at it because obviously the car wasn't working, so I was okay, when I get the car started first and then I'll look what else he wants to do. And there's a hybrid turbo here from a company that's supposed to make them pretty good, enhanced turbos. Sorry for misspelling that. Look at it, this thing is actually, let me check if you can see. This is, yeah, stuff is good. Stuff is really good, and all ported here. Just, you know, this is something that I'm thinking that I may go. Just you remember yesterday what I said. If my car had 100 bricks more, I'll be happy. I think that's is an absolutely perfect balance for it. To make it 250 now, 250 to 60. With this, he's gonna make 350, 360. People also made almost 400. I think with cams or something like this, they push these turbos even further, but I guarantee about at least 350. That exhaust manifold is only like 150 quid on eBay. That's very cheap. It's not. I mean, I can't say it's good. It's not fully tubular, but for the power you're gonna run and the money it costs, it's like not bad. How strong is it? Well, because it's a hybrid turbo, which is based on a standard frame, it means the original turbo support from underneath is still there. So you have an independent turbo support. So the exhaust manifold don't have to hold everything itself, because again, it's not just a turbo, it's also the exhaust. Alright, at least partially the downpipe. So I'm willing to give it a shot myself. Because all you need is just rods in the engine, that's it. If you open the head, maybe just put fresh exhaust valves, nothing special, normal ones, standard ones. They're not shit, they wear out in time. If you put the fresh ones, they're gonna live longer than your engine. So yeah, I don't know. This could be a very quick, cheap update to 350 brakes, and but very grunty. Like, this is what I like about my engine now, is the engine characteristics is alive, immediate. You just amplify that, and I think it could be a really well balanced toy. We'll see. Have a look what else he's got. Plenty of boxes, plenty of stuff. I'm probably staying on the weekend doing this. Oh well, and also the charge cooler and everything is there. I removed to get a better access because he didn't plug it in. He forgot to send me the charge cooler mount, so he has to send it over. And maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll do it and just assemble this car and give him give it to him just already, because it's been some time he was fucking about with it, and understandably that's a very difficult part to find the fault in, because again, you both a guaranteed wiring loom that is advertised as pin checked, so they're supposed to check the continuity from each pin where it goes. I know they don't do it. 100% not. There is proof they don't. But again, it's something that you can fall in, because it looks good. It looks much better if you're cleaning it. If you're doing the car like this, you want something nice and clean, which that's what it is. But there you go. So I think after all that struggle he went for no reason really, because he had this car running ages ago now, yeah, thinking we can give him a bit of a present and do it for him. And if I do it, it's gonna be done over the weekend, so yeah. I'll see what Mrs. Planner for this Sunday. If it's raining, looks like raining, then we'll see. I lose the phone, and I think I really should stop being so cocky with this coffee, because I'm covering the bike in it, and a helmet too, just in case you wonder it. At the very end I've missed a pothole. Concentrating and looking, don't know where, and yeah. Moron with a kid. Sometimes feels like I'm 10 instead of 46 or 47 or whatever I am now. Jesus Christ, come on. Anyways, bring the camera with me. We're gonna do the MR2 today. I'm gonna finish it off. I've decided. Well, not today, because I have to take my daughter to the dentist appointment, and I have to leave just after lunchtime. So we started today, but we're gonna finish it tomorrow lunchtime, Saturday. I'm not gonna be here over this weekend. Yeah, I know. I promise it won't be, but sometimes it is what it is. So. Because instead of doing that car, I'm supposed to be doing something else. So if I'm doing that, I have to repay back the time. So yeah, that's how it works, unfortunately. I wish I could make everyone happy, but I can't. So yeah, see you in a bit. Right, so as I'm doing Doug's car, and I want to show you about things. Doug made quite a lot of interesting ways to do it. Some of them they're alright, some of them they're not really. But I want to show you something that we really have to pay attention to not have any issues. It's so the way I've done it, the way I found out the best way to do it is the way to do it. Just stick to it, because I've done the hard work already. I've done it a few times, I've done a few mistakes. If you do it your way, it's most likely going to be a mistake. You're going to learn, you're going to do it again and then again. At some point you're going to write. I already done that, so take advantage of that. Now, first of all is the wiring. I've shown in the instructional video, the latest one, in details where to put the zip ties, how to put it, because that one there obviously wasn't correctly fitted in, and it's just a matter of time that it will cause problems. The hose, the cooling hose, you see this one here, that one there, the piece of aluminium, that should be fitted closer to the engine, and that way it's be more away from the charge cooler supply, which is still okay. It's still okay if you lose the Jubilee clips and position everything in a place that is not in the contact. As you see, there's plenty of space there. It's still alright. It's still alright. Also, obviously, Doug done his own way of doing the breather system, kind of using this stuff like aftermarket. A breather tank with the original recirculation valve plugged back into the intake system before the turbo, also that back into the N75 valve. Now all of that stuff I usually remove because it's absolutely not needed. It's just for emissions and all that stuff, and I think engine runs better without any of that. Again, everyone can do whatever they like, whatever they prefer. In this case, they'll do it this way. I'm not gonna question it. Maybe he's right, I'm wrong. It doesn't really matter. If this is the way he wanted to run it, this is the way he will run it. But even then, now you have more pipes there, and you have to be very careful because all these moving parts, this shifting cables, obviously shifting mechanism is going to be working all the time, not once every time, not once in a while. So you have to make sure all of these pipes are not in the way, because something eventually is going to rip through and you're going to have a leak. So that is very, very important actually. What else? Oh, as you can see, he forgot to put in, because he purchased the whole kit, the stainless charge cooler mount. This one here is the only one in existence charge cooler mount made in aluminium, because so I can either wait till the next week, which I won't have any time, so I can only do it today and maybe partially tomorrow. I either use this one or don't use it at all, and he's gonna finish it off. So, and he asked me to do as much as I can, so I'm trying to do this. Now this one is a mistake. This was a mistakenly cut in aluminium for us instead of stainless. So yeah, it's the only one in existence. Is it strong enough? I prefer them in stainless because the design is built for stainless. Again, different materials, different design. This is stainless material design. Will it be good enough in alloy? Looks like borderline. I guess that he's gonna find out, because I'm not I mean, it looks solid, but I don't know. It's I have my doubts. If I didn't, I would make them in alloy, but they are in stainless. This needs to move a little bit out, maybe here somewhere. It don't matter for now. So yeah, so the wiring loom, that one there, which nice and clean, is out of the car. I put a fresh wiring loom, well, fresh, just another second-hand one, but this is 100% working, because again I had a test on my test engine, and also I cleaned it because I understand this is really like a nice clean build after repaint the head cover though. And so, you know, I'll remove the old insulation, you know, the crappy one, the wall spots, and put my own fresh one, so at least it looks good. And it's a little bit of a different routing. I like to route them here instead of on the bottom there. It just makes everything a bit cleaner, because lots of the stuff is not used, and the standard insulation is huge, is massive. This is much neater of a job. So there you go. There's a lot of piping here that is not need to be, but again, that's, you know, everyone assembles the cars the way they want it. These are in the wrong position. I don't like them because they are too much moving parts, too much piping. These are for the charge cooler, so we're not going to use them. They'll ask me to route them the way I do it, which is behind the gearbox and go through behind here, which we still got plenty of space for. That's the beauty of it. They are away from everything else, so you preserve that space to put your hands in, and etc, etc. There's another thing that I'm not liking. I don't know if you can see. Let me check. Yeah, you can. Let me shine some light on it as well. You see that pipe there? Is the feed line. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe from here a little. Is the oil feed line that is between the turbo compressor housing and the exhaust manifold. Now this is a Mamba KO4 kit. You see that pipe? Right, the steel one. When it goes, and it goes really close to the exhaust manifold, nearly touching it. It's about 2-3 millimeters away from it. That is all fully closed. I didn't use it because it's too close. I think because they're Teflon inside, I think they will melt inside. I may be wrong. Maybe they're stronger, they're more heat resistant than I think, but in my opinion, that's not good. But we'll see. I mean, he's got a different turbo, different exhaust manifold now, so that may clear slightly better. We'll see. But I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because that's an instant turbo kill if that melts and blocks the oil passage. You know, don't know. Anyways, let's go forward. Well, the car obviously runs and everything now with a fresh wiring loom, because I don't know if I said it before now, it was the wiring. It was sliced somewhat. Jesus, what a noise. Yeah, let's go ahead. Sweet, so we got everything back together. Charge collar almost fitted correctly on there. Yes, on the front no, because those pipes, they need to be a little bit short, because it has to come towards the engine tiny bit. But all it needs to about 5-10 mil to not be in the correct position for the board to go in, so that needs to be corrected. Okay, so I believe, because I can see the boost pipe doesn't fit there. I can't stretch it that much, it's just no way, too much. I don't think the turbo is different position, I think the turbo is identical, but because of that, and also the inlet, as you can see, that doesn't match, doesn't fit. That one is easy to get it corrected, but this one no. I think the exhaust manifold actually keeps the turbo in a slightly different position, because also the exhaust is now closer to the subframe. There's no big differences, but enough to make a difference. So yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Well, sometimes, somehow we have to sort it out. Let's see.